welcome to Learners Math TV. In this video, we're going to define mid-segment of a trapezoid, understand the properties of the mid-segment, and apply the mid-segment theorem to solve problems involving a trapezoid. Now, what is a trapezoid? A quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. Ang trapezoid pala ay isang quadrilateral. Alam natin from our previous lessons na ang quadrilateral ay four-sided polygon. Meron siyang apat na mga gilid at meron din siyang four vertices. The vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, and vertex D. Pansinin natin na merong sinasabi ang ating definition na ito ay isang quadrilateral na merong eksaktong isang pares ng parallel sides. Okay? Alin ba yung mga parallel sides? Yung AB is parallel to CD. Etong AB ay parallel sa CD. So, ibig sabihin niyan, hindi ito kagaya ng parallelogram na kung saan ang parallelogram kailangan lahat ng kanyang opposite sides ay parallel. 'Di ba? Ang AB ay opposite sa CD. So, isang pares yan ng parallel side. So, kapag ang isang quadrilateral pala ay merong isang pares ng parallel side, pwede na natin siyang i-consider na isang trapezoid. Yun ang kanyang definition. At kung merong siyang eksaktong isang pares ng parallel side, meron din siyang isang pares ng hindi parallel side. The non-parallel sides are A, D, at saka BC. They are not parallel. Yan yung definition ng trapezoid. Now, let us talk about the mid-segment of a trapezoid. Ang sabi is the segment that connects the midpoints of the non-parallel sides of the trapezoid. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, gagawa tayo ng point. Ayan, midpoint. Ayan. So, pangalanan natin na point E, yung midpoint ng side AD, at yung midpoint ng side BC, pangalanan natin point F. If we're going to connect those points by a line segment, that line segment is called the mid-segment of a trapezoid. Ayan pala yung tinatawag nating mid-segment. Yang segment EF. Kasi na-connect niya yung dalawang midpoint nung non-parallel side. Kaya in-emphasize natin kanina na sa trapezoid merong non-parallel sides. Yung midpoint nun, kapag i-connect mo ng isang line segment, that segment is called the mid-segment of a trapezoid. Okay, ano pa ang dapat nating malaman tungkol sa mid-segment ng trapezoid? Ang sabi dito, it is parallel to the two parallel sides of the trapezoid. Ano ibig sabihin? Hindi ba? Sabi kanina, yung AB ay parallel sa CD. Okay? Itong side na to ay parallel dun. Ngayon, ang sabi ng statement, ito daw mid-segment ay parallel sa kanilang dalawa. Ayan, yan ang isa pa nating dapat malaman. Na ang EF ay parallel sa AB, ang EF ay parallel din sa CD. Okay, so tingnan natin mabuti ang ating visual presentation tungkol dito. Makikita natin yung pagiging parallel. If we're going to fold, di ba, that trapezoid, makikita natin, ayan, fold pa. O, tingnan nyo, nakapag-create tayo ng isang parallelogram. Okay, balik na natin. Ayan. See? It is a proof that mid-segment EF is really parallel to the pair of parallel sides of this trapezoid. Now, meron pa tayong dapat malaman. It is all about the measurement of the mid-segment of a trapezoid. Pag-usapan natin ang tungkol sa measurement ng mid-segment. In a trapezoid, the mid-segment is parallel to the bases, and its length is half their sum. So, let us visualize this statement. Visualize natin siya para mas maintindihan natin. Okay? Meron tayo ritong 1-foot ruler. Kunin natin itong side na ito. And if we're going to measure that, that is our base 1. Okay? Yung side na yan, tawagin natin base 1. At etong side na to, sila yung pair. Di ba? Sila yung pair ng parallel side. Tawagin naman natin siyang base 2. Okay? Siya yung ating base 2. So, kapag inad natin yung dalawa na yan, it is 12 inches according dyan sa ruler. Ngayon, ang sinasabi dito, in a trapezoid, the mid-segment is parallel to the bases. So, ito, parallel siya dun sa bases. Diba? And its length is half their sum. So, kung kukunin natin ngayon, itong segment na ito, yung ating mid-segment, kung susukatin natin yan, so ano ang measurement niyan? Yung mid-segment. Ang measurement niya is 6 inches. So, if the sum of these bases, yung base 1 at saka base 2, yun yung ating pair of parallel sides in that trapezoid. Kapag inad natin, pag pinagsama natin yung length nila, which is having the sum of 12 inches. So, ang mid-segment, sabi dito, its length is half their sum. So, tama, no? Yung mid-segment, kinuha natin kanina, ang sukat lang niyan ay kalahati nung kanilang sum. O kapag inad mo ang base 1 at saka base 2, kalahati nun, yun yung sukat ng mid-segment. Kaya, kung papangalanan natin ang bawat vertices ng vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, and vertex D, so makakagawa tayo ng formula. No? Tapos yung ating mid-segment EF, ayan, ilagay natin. So ang ating magiging formula ngayon, to get or to find the measure of mid-segment is EF as our mid-segment, di ba? EF is 1/2 of base 1. Let B as our base, o base 1 tapos base 2. Meron kasi tayong dalawang bases. Yan. So pag pinagsama mo yung base 1, base 2, base 1 plus base 2, and then 1/2 of it, di ba? 1/2 of base 1 plus base 2. So ibig sabihin, you can get the measure of your mid-segment. And this must be our formula to solve problems involving the mid-segment theorem of a trapezoid. Now, let us apply the formula that we have to solve this example problem. In this problem, we are going to find AB. Ito yun, ano? AB. Find AB. Alin yun? Ayan, yung ating mid-segment. If we are going to find AB, this must be our solution. So, since nakuha na natin yung formula, magiging madali na yan. Ilalagay na lang natin dyan. Ipa-plug in na lang natin. No? Is a substitute. In other words, yung ating mga given measurement dyan. Okay? So, AB is now equal to 1/2 of, di ba? 9 plus 13. Kasi yung ating parallel sides ay yung bases natin, base 1 is 9, base 2 is 13. Okay? So, 9 plus 13 is equal to 22. And 1 half times 22, pag nag-multiply tayo niyan, that is 1 times 22 is 22. Then 22 divided by 2 is equal to 11. So, ibig sabihin, 1 half of 22. Di ba? AB. So, AB now is equal to 11 units. Kung ano man yung units na ilalagay dyan. Okay? So, ganyan lang natin siya gagamitin if we are going to solve the measurement of the mid-segment of a trapezoid. Now, puntahan naman natin yung isa pang example. Dito naman ay we're going to find DG. Ito naman, ano? Yung, let's say, ito yung base 2 natin. No? Ito yung ating mid-segment. So, dito naman sa problem na ito, ang unknown measurement is our base. Yung isa sa mga base. Okay, this is our solution. So, lagay natin yung formula. Madali lang kasi meron naman tayong formulang susundin. Tapos, ilalagay lang natin yung mga given. Since given naman yung ST, yung side o yung mid-segment ST, so lagay natin 19. Dito yan, oh. Tapos, 1 half. And then, 13 yung ating base 1 at yung base 2 natin ang unknown. Hindi natin alam yung base 2. Okay, so what will happen? Let us multiply both side by 2. Okay? Bakit natin gagawin yan? Gusto nating mawala itong fraction na 1 half. So, magiging, ano mangyari dyan? So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, cancelled na yan. So, kaya, tapos itong 2 times 19 magiging 38 equals, so wala na yung 2 dyan. 13 plus DG na lang dyan ang matitira. Okay, then, etong 13, ilagay lang natin sa kabila, it becomes negative. So 38 minus 30 na yan equals DG. So finally, our DG is 25. That is our DG. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ang measurement nito ay 25 units. Okay? So next problem. Now, find ZW. For our solution, mahigpit lang nating sundin yung ating formula at hindi tayo maliligaw. So, LK is equal to 1 half times base 1 plus base 2. Ang LK natin ay, eto, yung ating mid-segment. Siya daw ay 29. Ayan, tapos 1 half ng base 1 which is 23, tapos plus base 2 which is represented by this algebraic expression, 11x plus 2. Ayan. So, to eliminate 1 half, para matanggal natin yung fraction na yan, let us divide or multiply both side by 2. So, etong 2 at saka 2 na to, pwede na natin i-cancel dyan because 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 or 1 half times 2 is equal to 1. So, pwede na yan makancel. Tapos, ito namang 2 times 29 ay magiging 58. Tapos, ito ay magiging 11x. Tapos, plus 25 dahil inad natin yung 23 plus 2. Ayan. Then, lipat natin yung 25 sa kabila ng equation. Magiging 58 minus 25. So, it becomes 33 is equal to 11x. Tapos, i-divide natin both side by 11. So, diba dito, 11 divide 11 is 1. So, x na lang dito. Then, 33 divide 11 is equal to 3. So, ang value ng x na nakuha natin dito ay 3. Kaya, yun ang gagamitin natin ngayon to find side ZW. So, let us use this algebraic expression na nire-represent niya yung ating base 2 o yung side ZW. Ayan, so i-plug in lang natin or substitute natin yung value ng x na nakuha natin dito. So it becomes, yan, 11 times 3 is 33, then plus 2, it becomes, yan, ZW is equal to 35. So, ayan yung nakuha natin ngayong measurement nung ZW. 35 units yan. Okay? Then, check natin kung tama ba. Okay? So, ayan. 29 is equal to 1 half 23 plus 35. Ito nakuha natin. Plug in natin doon. Tignan natin kung babalanse sila. Ayan, 29. So, 23 plus 35 is 58. So, 1 half of 58 is equal to 29. So, ibig sabihin, if you're going to check, okay, 35 satisfies the formula. Okay? So, next problem tayo. Now, let us find the measure of side BU. For our solution, lagi lang natin tandaan na mahigpit nating gamitin ang formula. Okay. Huwag lang tayong gagamit ng ibang formula. So, basta sinusunod lang natin yung formula, hindi tayo magkakamali. Okay? So, ang FG natin ay nire-represent ng 7x minus 4. Ayan yan. Tapos, 1 half. Then, our base 1 is 38 and our base 2 is represented by 6x minus 6. Ayan. Now, to eliminate 1 half, yung fraction na yan, let us multiply 2, both side. So, mangyayari dyan, okay, makakancel na yung 2 kasi 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Or 1 half times 2 is equal to 1. So, 1 na lang ang magiging number dyan. So, ngayon, eto namang kabilang side ay by distributive property of multiplication. So, that is 2 times 7x is 14x and 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So, ngayon ang gawin natin, itong 6x lipat natin sa kabila. Tapos yung constant na negative 8, ilipat natin sa kabila. Pagsamahin natin yung magkaparehas na terms. Okay, sa magkabilang side ng equation. So, 14x minus 6x is 8x. Tapos ito ay 32 plus 8 is equal to 40. Then, divide both sides by 8. So, x is equal to 5. So, ibig sabihin, yan ang gagamitin nating value ng x para makuha natin yung measurement ng side UB or BU. Okay, so side BU is equal to 6x minus 6. So, i-substitute lang natin yung 5 na nakuha natin. So, 6 times 5 is equal to 30 minus 6. So, ibig sabihin, ang side BU is equal to 24. So, yan yung ating pinaka-final answer dyan. That is 24 units. Now, let us check. Let's say this is 24, di ba? Nakuha na natin 24 at ito naman ay 31. Check natin using the formula. So, magiging 31 is equal to 1 half, then 38 plus 24, yung ating mga bases. Tapos, okay, 1 half times 62 is equal to 31. So, it is checked. No, tama. Na talagang ang side BU is 24 units. Ayan. So, lagi lang nating tatandaan, sa math ay maaari kang maging mahusay kung lagi kang handa na mag-practice o magsanay.